Throughout the past, there have been many questions which have not been met with an answer yet. And one of the questions among them that we still have not paired with a satisfactory answer is, why did the chicken cross the road? And for us to even begin answering such a question, we would have to look and contemplate the situation at hand from different perspectives of life, such as from the side of the people who are on the one side of the road would ask, why does a chicken feel the need to go from one perfectly fine and the known side to the other side of the road? The reason for such questioning from these people would be to have known the history of being on one side and the safety it brings with it. The safety of being able to be sure of the future by being on just one side. I call such people the complacent, the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the doctors of sick minds, the bearers of conclusion. For they have managed to live, and thus they have concluded all life. Any life living other than them is sickly. Brush up, show it down, stay where you are, be what you ought, don't wander and throw it around. As I have lived, and I now have all the conclusions there are to life. Thus speaks the bearers of conclusion. Let's stick together in mud, for the God has given us the word, and hence I need not to move, as the God has once established to not move. Thus speaks the people of order, the bearers of conclusion. Our virtue is no virtue. We see no evil, do no evil. Our virtue is to stand still. For why is there a need to move when everything will be provided? Thus speaks the adaptables, the people of order, the bearers of conclusion. For life has a meaning which we have decided, and so we may never have to speak of it again, and thus we may never have to live it again. Thus speaks the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the bearers of conclusion. Cleanse the man with fire, for the man has sinned, he has committed a sin to be a man. Oh, how can he be a man where there are 100 eyes on him? Does he not know this is the land of gods he walks on? Thus speaks the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the doctors of sick minds, the bearer of conclusion. What is this weird creature? A creature who walks, a creature the one with the shadow. The creature necessitates death, and so must he have it. Thus speaks the complacent, the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the doctors of sick minds, and the bearers of conclusion. Look around, see and feel this luscious garden, filled with the flowers of the sweetest of scents. Oh, these heavenly pleasantries, the arrangement of peace. Why does he then want to leave the garden to wander? He must be sick. And thus concludes the complacent, the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the doctors of sick minds, and the bearers of conclusion. So was the past, they said, and thus is going to be the future, they deduced. Deny their future and reconcile yourself with the past. And in such deniance, live the life of contradictions. Live so their experiences collapse into boredom. Thus I speak to the bearers of conclusion. Take the words of God and string them together in a song. A song when sung secretes the sweetest of all unease of life. Thus I speak to the people of order, the bearers of conclusion. Let your virtue be of dance and giving, and when their legs get tired of stillness, provide them the respite, so they may stand again. Thus I speak to the adaptables, the people of order, the bearers of conclusion. Learn life, live life, let your living be an in progress, never-ending love letter to life. Thus I speak to the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the bearers of conclusion. Learn to know the land you walk on, be cleansed, for change only must come through you. Thus I speak to the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the doctors of sick minds, the bearers of conclusion. Die, and in your death give birth to the hope of a new future, the hope of tying the shadow with the being in order to the complete being. Thus I speak to the complacent, the hastened learners, the adaptables, the people of order, the doctors of sick minds, the bearers of conclusion. In your sickness, learn to love the garden of peace, but let the desire of chaos to cure and take you to the prickliest of forests and the rockiest of mountains. Discover the flora that would make even the most peaceful envy, and hence I declare to create to be in contradiction to being. And as for the original question, why did the chicken cross the road? Who knows?